Hello, everybody. Hello, guys. How are you? Listen, today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about love. Okay. When we talk about love, I'm going to ask you a question. If a guy's in a relationship or, yeah, let's say a relationship, a guy's bucket is half full. Okay. Does he love himself? Oh, let's go. He's stressed, boy. Oh my God, he's nervous. Anxiety's high. Like, oh, does she like me? I don't know if I like myself. That question is never asked. Do I like myself? Whoever talks about that, huh? But did you know something? If your bucket is half full, like you don't really love yourself, but you're infatuated with this woman, you know what it is? It's really you want validation. So you're going like this. You need her. You need her to become comfortable with yourself. So if and it applies to the girl as well, but if I'm talking to you, sir, if your heart is half full in terms of liking yourself in a relationship, you normally come off as clingy, needy, uh, a yes man. Um, I don't want to make no, I don't. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Not manning up. Manning up in this context is not basically saying what you think. Where do you want to go to a restaurant? You decide. Not even don't want to make a decision because you say, I don't want to lose her. So I'm not taking chances. Okay. And in the end, is that a relationship? Not much. So have you ever thought of this? Um, you can't, and you can say there's many reasons why we don't love ourselves. It's true if we've had parents that it was not in their culture to show love. That definitely didn't help. But let's not blame. Let's just take consideration of what is happening right now. And if you feel like you don't love yourself enough, well, do you realize we can fix that? How? Well, it just takes you saying this sentence, and you might think it's simple, but most miracles are simple. Okay, and the reason why a lot of people is, oh no, because they think it's a little more difficult, but it's not. If you just say this affirmation, I love myself nonstop, and you say it in a mirror, and if you can look in a mirror, that's a test. If you have difficulty looking in a mirror and saying, I love myself, that just confirms what I'm saying, that you don't love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, you can never truly love a woman. Did you know that? Because I'll give you the opposite. If you truly love yourself, that means you give value to yourself. It means that you truly feel yourself interesting and you truly see yourself value to another person. So you're coming into a relationship not needy, but there's a sexual attraction. There's something interesting, and you're just, hey, I really like this girl. I find she's beautiful, but I find she's interesting. Her mind, her ideas. She's fun. She has a good vibe. Well, you're both coming together, not as needy people, but as you want to complement each other. So the man stays with masculine energy. He says what he wants to say. He basically is not shy to say it. And the woman comes, she doesn't get out her masculinity. No, she shows her feminine. And that's what a guy is cherishing. To see a woman being really a woman. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. But often the woman has to become a man in some ways if the guy is absent or is there but is not making any decision. Again, he doesn't love himself. So he's basically looking at the woman as is on a You're basically a god and not making any decision. No, you. So basically, you're putting all the decision making on the woman. So I'm just saying it's not a recipe for a beautiful relationship. Okay. And often that can come into a divorce. Okay. So again, if you don't love yourself, it's hard to love another truly. And don't mix up with I love her truly because I need her. I need her to give me to basically give me proof that I'm lovable. When you go from that way of looking at love, it's already a little screwed up. So it's not going to go far. And after a while, the woman's going to say, "This is crazy. You're not interesting." They're going to start to lose respect for you. And that's sad. So let's go from, we don't know. Listen, it could be because, again, your father, your mother were absent, or they had a hard time giving you love because their parents didn't give them love. So they had a hard time giving it to other people. And the rule number one, if you don't feel love for yourself, it's kind of difficult to give love to another, like genuine love with no need, with no ties. No, but you love the person for who they are and you want nothing from them. Wow. Wow. And you stay in your masculine, okay, role, okay? And she stays in, you staying in your masculine role, you allow her to respect her feminine role, which for a guy, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to see them that way. So I just want to go back to what I initially said. If you don't feel your bucket is half full and you want to feel more love, start looking at yourself in the mirror. And it's not being a narcissist. No, narcissist thinks they are the best. They want to put people down because they want people to think that they're important. Listen, it's just healthy looking in a mirror of you and see how you feel. And if you don't feel good, that means you need it. And if you do feel already good looking in the mirror and liking what you see, naked, as clothed with clothes on, well, then that's really good. That means you're on the road to liking yourself. And so we got to put some work in this. So I love myself nonstop and put emotion into it. I love myself nonstop. And say it as many times as you can think of it. And early in the morning is really good. And late at night before you go to sleep, these are the two windows of opportunity to get that idea down to your subconscious. And let's say after a month, it will be there. And you will already feel the needle changing, that you automatically feel a little more worth, a little more love for yourself. And if you feel more loved, well, then do you realize that it's going to automatically translate into being more curious, more courageous in life? When you're not looking for love, but you have it for yourself, you finally have wings to fly. It's really a nice feeling. And I'm just saying, I've worked with people, and just that one sentence, I love myself nonstop. And you're saying it and you're saying it and you're putting emotion into it because you need the sentence, the new belief, and the emotion together are the ingredients to go in your subconscious, and it will work. It will accept it. But remember, we're grown-ups now. When we're kids, everything that we heard, we saw, automatic or felt, automatically went into the subconscious. But now, as adults, no, subconscious is a little more fearful of letting everything, so it's more protective. But like I say, if you're now practicing that sentence, I love myself nonstop every day, and you're trying to say, if Patrick's right, maybe 2 windows of opportunity is before I go to sleep and before I wake up. I say that with emotion, like I love myself so much. And you really put a happiness about it. You're gonna see after a month, you're gonna feel a shift. And it's gonna, believe me, it happens. Okay? I'm not, don't believe me. Because Henry Ford, he says, whether you can do it or whether you cannot do it. In both ways, you're right. Because it's amazing how we make a decision, something is not true, whether it was or whether it wasn't, you make it right just with your decision. So if you've never heard this before and you're like, oh my God, this makes a little bit, it makes sense. Trust me on this. I know I'm cocky here because I have a bachelor in psychology. So let's just say I've studied quite a bit about the subconscious and the ideas and our mind and how our mind works with the subconscious. So what I want to do right now is I want to give you a call to action. Okay. One, I want you, if this resonates with you and it's it's had an impact on your love life, not loving yourself, could comment below. I want to see what's happened to you. Okay, give me say at least tell me if this resonates with you. And if you want to tell me a story, I would love that. I would love that. And subscribe. Okay, you want to hear more of this stories like this, and you'll be the first. I will the first to be notified when I do put a little bit of a video out. That would be amazing. And as always, peace and love. I wish you the best. Remember, I love myself nonstop. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.